What's up, fam? What's good, everybody? How's everybody doing on this beautiful December month, everybody? Feels good to be here. I feel good. Excuse me. I've still got a lingering cough, so I'm gonna try not to be coughing my lungs out this episode. But how are you guys doing? That's what I want to know. How are you guys doing? Yeah. So let's see what we got. Shows coming up. You already know if you listen. This is episode 9. 0 until next year. But we'll, it's coming. I ain't worried about that. Episode 9. Wow. What 9? What's a good representation of 9? 9. The 9. Whoa, easy there. It's time for you guys. I do this in the beginning of every episode. You guys give me a question, and I answer it. You guys are a part of this podcast because we're family, and you guys' involvement is important to me, and so therefore I will read your question. The first question I got: what is my all-time favorite present? Listen, I've gotten a lot of stuff. I've gotten a skateboard ramp. I've gotten a skateboard rail. I've gotten a Batmobile car. Oh, I've gotten Hot Wheels toy set. Dude, my mom gets me almost anything, everything, or used to, and she was a single mom doing it, so it was like I don't know how she was slanging that money. I don't know how she was getting that money. She could have been holding up a bank. Excuse me. What else have I gotten? I've gotten a bunch of, maybe a basketball. I've gotten clothes. I've gotten shoes. We were a K-Swiss house, a family who rocked K-Swiss together. Stays together. Well, my dad was out of my life. My stepdad, we left him, so we didn't. I don't even think he had K-Swiss, so he didn't stay together. Me, my mom, and sister had K-Swiss, so that's why we all stayed together. Shut out. I'm trying to think what else, man. Just over the years, geez, I'm sure I've gotten toys, all kinds of things. But so my mind comes down to a couple things. A PlayStation 1. I've gotten a PlayStation 1. I think a PlayStation 2 as well. But I've gotten my PlayStation 1 and then a basketball hoop. And if you guys don't know, I'm a hooper. I'm probably the best hooping stand-up comedian out here. I'm just going to put it out there. I don't think there's another stand-up comedian who's better than me. Humbly. You know what I'm saying? Or the PS1. And the PS1, dude. So I have two great memories from these two things. And the PS1, me, my mom, and sister, we would stay up until you heard the birds chirping. Y'all remember staying up so late, you would just hear birds waking up. And you're, oh, God, I better go to sleep. And we would just stay up playing video games. We'd play Pac-Man. We'd play Crash Bandicoot, Metal Gear. And then my basketball hoop, that was a great memory for us. And then my basketball hoop, me and my mom I was obviously shooting all day or whatever and playing, but me and my mom would play basketball too. We'd have free throw contests. We'd have we'd bet each other what's for dinner, or if I could, we'd bet boxes of sweets. She liked I think a honey bun, and I liked other things. And if I win, I get to eat all the buns. Pause. Well, we would do that. We would do it. We would do it all. Dang, I'm gonna say probably just my. I don't know, man. Those two were just great things. I would probably say Probably my basketball hoop. I enjoy that. Me and the fam would play. And what they say about basketball hoops is basketball is a great sport for a boy without a father, because you don't need someone to throw the ball to you. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, next question is one thing I want that's not materialistic for Christmas. So a gift I want for Christmas that's not material, that's not like a physical thing. And honestly, I was thinking about this and I was like, dude, do I want Scrooge to come and visit me and take me around and show me my past? And I could be like, yo, Jojo, what up, kid? You're wilding right now. You shouldn't hit that girl with the car. Crazy story. Just take a trip through Christmas past, or like Christmas present. How do people feel without me? Yeah. Do people even think about me? Are you thinking about me when you celebrate Christmas? You better be. Put a photo of me up. If you DM me, I'll send you a photo of me to put on your refrigerator for the holidays. And then, what is it, the Christmas future? What it would be like without me? Could you imagine just celebrating Christmas, opening your gifts with your family, eating food with your family, just our normal Christmas? If I wasn't around, you wouldn't be thinking about me. So there's a thought. But I was just, honestly, I think it's simple, and it may sound cliche, but this, I'll tell you why I want this. I want, peace, joy, and love for everybody on like this special day. There's something more important I want, but I want peace, joy, and love because, Christmas is like the one day out of the year that is magical, that's cheerful, and that I think everyone should experience that kind of stuff. And sometimes bad things happen during that day, and like my aunt burning down the Christmas tree and the trailer catching on fire and burning down fully, and then there's that. R.I.P. But yeah, she passed. Not by the fire, but just life just caused her to pass. I love her though. She was a good one. Should I tell you all? Want to know what it? No, I'll leave it as is. Y'all need to hear that. Because we're talking about love, joy, peace, and happiness, and it's like one of those, even for kids and parents, it's like one of those magical days that I feel like, if it's just one day out the year that is just full of joy and love, like I just want everyone to experience that. And I'm not going to say names, but I had one year where an OG came out of a shell and it was like, said some things and it got a little wild. Basically, he take everybody out, and that shook the Thanksgiving. It might have been last Thanksgiving, or Thanksgiving. I said Thanksgiving, Christmas. My bad. I'm still, we in a new month. So that's really it, man. I want everyone to just experience a day of just true peace and rest. But most importantly, what I truly want is everyone to know what the meaning of Christmas is about. I think we all get superficial and we all like lean on the materialistic side of it and buy in and everything. And I just truly, what it's about, what is the roots of Christmas? And then what's like the true meaning, behind it. And so yeah, that's that's what I want. Is what people understand what they're doing, and it's just not about giving presents to each other, because at the end of the day, the greatest present was given to all of us, and it's up to you to receive the gift. Amen. So yeah, Christmas, it coming. Sorry. No, listen, I had an uncle, I believe it was Christmas. He was out on crack or something, some kind of drugs, and everybody was in the projects, and everybody was inside celebrating Christmas, and he was outside yelling, and he acted like he was a bull because the family wouldn't let him inside, and so he acted like a bull, and he said that he was going to bust through the wall, like charge with his head and bust through the project brick walls. And he did. He tried to spear the wall like his name was Goldberg or something. He was a bull, and he ended up getting arrested and going to jail, but maybe for a night or two. Happy holidays, everyone. That was in the past. Ghost of the past. So, yeah. This week, man, this week's been interesting. For me, I hope y'all's week's been good, but let me just go ahead and start with the stuff that I don't want to talk about. But I'm not gonna lie to y'all. My dog passed, and that is a hard thing, and you experience grief with it. With the dog passing, or any animal. I had a cat when I was a kid, and that cat loved me. If I didn't pay that cat attention, it would take a dump in my closet. But, I'm not too much of an animal person, but I am. I have a heart for them. I don't, but I do. You know what I'm saying? Like a half and half sweet tea / lemonade. And Arnold Palmer, I think is what they call it. And man, it was just a tough time for me and the fam. But, we gave her, I just want to talk about the last day we gave her. It was like the best day, because we had found out this medical issue in the morning. And so we still had a full day before we had decided it was best to, let her go to the doghouse in the sky. And so in my mind, everyone was sad. I was like, let's flip the script. We could be sad. We could just give her a bath and lay in bed with her because, she was dusty sometimes. And she didn't like a bath. And we could just lay in bed and just cuddle and, love her. Or we could go out with a bang. We could do things she's never done before in her life. And so that's what, the plans were. So me and my girl, we took her out. And I was on call for work. So I had to go places, and we just drove over. Her little eyes saw all the glorious sides of Atlanta, of dusty Atlanta. I rolled down the window so she could get a whiff of Atlanta and what that smelled like, so she could just soak it in. And maybe when she smelled Atlanta, she was like, oh, I can't wait to get out of here. I would have been like that. It's a mixture of, Atlanta is a mixture of pee and Gatorade. If you have not been here, but if you come, welcome to Atlanta, where the players play. And so we drove around, and then we went to the Lord's food place, Chick-fil-A. She had a little bit of chicken. She had a little bit of waffle fries. We were feeding this girl things she had never eaten in her life. And dude, she was happy. I know she was happy. And I gave her, you're not supposed to do this from what I'm told, is give dogs chocolate. But I gave her a piece of my brownie. When I say, dude, she was fiending for more brownie. She was fighting, just trying to get to my brownie and stuff. And I seen her fighting and everything, and just like her eyes were fixated. And I was like, that reminds me of a crackhead, and I know them well. I grew up with them in my fam, and so it was just cool. We gave her that, and we went to the pro shop and took pictures with Santa. Oh man! And then Santa had treat. Like we gave her Santa, and we got beside her to take a photo, and she was eating out of Santa's hand, and I was like, "What are you eating? Like, can I eat some?" And he was feeding her treats, and we took some photos. So that was like amazing. All day we had a can of Cheese Whiz. So she was just eating Cheese Whiz out the bottle. She probably ate like 75% of that bottle, like just cheese. So that was cool. I gave her a gusher. I just wanted to see what she thought about it. I wanted to give her a drink of Powerade. Listen, in my mind, there is so many foods I wanted to give this dog, but I couldn't, because I didn't want to get yelled at. But like, this was like, honestly, a great day for me because I got to just give her stuff. I gave her almonds. I gave her chocolate, a gusher. I don't know what else I gave her. Whatever I ate, she ate. I gave her some candy cane. She was eating it all, dude. And then, photos. And then, we spent some time with her and, then kind of wrapped up the day and swung by the vet and said our see you later alligators, and that was it. But it's sad. I think we all get sad sometimes because a part of us, we know that we'll never be able to see this thing or person or animal. We'll never get to talk to them or an animal, and that's tough. But at the end of the day, we know that she didn't suffer and she went to a better place. And so I realize that sometimes we just got to get rid of any kind of like little selfish desires that we have. Just we'd rather keep something here just because of convenience and it's there for us. But, I'm a miss her. And at the end of the day, she had a wonderful day, y'all. Dude, she did. So if you ever lost a pet, man, feed it whatever you want to feed it is my advice. Like, just give it whatever. Give it a pizza. Cook a rotisserie chicken if you want to. Like, and just let the animal go. You're like, it's a gerbil. They might eat it. Just try it. You never know. If you were a gerbil, wouldn't you? If you didn't know what it is, wouldn't you smell it and then want to eat it? So do that. Get it some Popeye's chicken. Do it. So, shoot. Speaking of food, we have our sponsor time. I want to give a shout out to our sponsor for this episode, cookies. Wow. So many flavors. Wonderful. I love cookies. If I didn't have cookies, I wouldn't be here today giving you this wonderful podcast. I remember growing up on Oreo cookies and chocolate chip cookies, but mostly Oreo cookies. They're great. They're so good that Santa loves them. Think about it for a moment. The man that can travel around the world and see 1 billion plus people and give them presents or coal loves cookies. He's like, hey, while I'm traveling, make sure you set out some cookies and a glass of milk. That's the only thing that he asks of us besides being good is cookies and milk and then being good. So cookies have been a long-time sponsor for these 9 episodes. And, I just want to give a shout out to cookies. Make sure you use promo codes I got your cookies for 50 F words are tough. I weren't allowed to say them when I was a kid. Make sure you use promo codes I got your cookies for 50% off. Make sure you tell them JoJo sent you. So yeah, again, promo code I got your cookies. And you can say it however you want to say it. If you want to go deep, yeah, I just want to say that I got your cookies for 50% off. Use promo code I got your cookies and tell them JoJo sent you. Oh yeah. Moving on. So we, obviously little Bailey passed. Shout out to Bailey, R.I.P. Dang, I should have gave her a cookie. Dang, I did give her a cookie. I gave her a dog cookie. That's what I did. Yep, but I should have gave her an Oreo cookie. Dude, I love a Oreo cookie. They're a little biracial cookie. That's what it is. I think that's why I love it, because it's biracial. It's mixed, like me. So this week, obviously, we had that, and then being sick, and then a lot of things. But we did this one thing that I love to do, that I try to do almost every year for Christmas, y'all. Listen. We got dressed up and we went to the Nutcracker, y'all. Yeah, we went to the Nutcracker. I love the Nutcracker. It was nuts. So, yeah, man, I don't know what it is about the Nutcracker, but I think it just makes me feel like a kid. I like feeling like a kid inside. The music was just awesome. And I'm gonna do a confession. I'm going to confess it. The Nutcracker makes me cry. I'm not gay, but it makes me cry. And dude, so we went to the Nutcracker theater, not the Nutcracker theater. We went to a theater in Atlanta, and this theater had been doing the Nutcracker for over 60 years. When I say it is the best production I've ever seen, I don't know how to explain it. It was good. When I first saw it, I promise you, I thought it was so perfect. I thought I was looking into a snow globe. Wrap your mind around that magic. I don't know, but it was like there was a screen in front. It was like a TV screen, and it was projecting things, but also you could see people in the back clearly. And there was snow on the projector screen, but the bag had a house. It had like lights and people, and it was so cool. I know me describing it sounds like nothing, and it's because there are no words for this magical life movie, and the dancing. The dancing was amazing. And I have another confession. I have another confession. I have an issue where when I see things that I love in my head, I'm like, I can do that. And I want to do it. So now I've had this burning passion and desire within my heart, within the depths of my soul, within my loins, to go do ballet and perform in the Nutcracker. Confession. I don't know how old you have to be or how skinny, because I'm pushing a $185, and all of them together weighed at 185. I maybe I need to do a Ozempic. But and when I see them dance, I'm like, dang, their toes must hurt. I think about my toes hurting, trying to stand on my toes. But I think that I could put on some tights in a non-gay way and just real tight, or skin tight, where you can see like the dimples in my butt and maybe my lower back, and prance around and do air splits and do like some Nutcracker stuff. And I I really want to be in the Nutcracker. So my goal, another part of my goal of being famous is be so famous that like I could maybe have someone reach out and say, hey, JoJo wants to be a part of this play, and maybe they'll give me a small role where I could like frolic in the snow and, or and fight a rat. I don't know, but I want to do it. So I just, a confession, I have this deep passion within my soul to be in the Nutcracker. So there's that confession. And I just love it. The magic of December is just so amazing. And the Nutcracker is just one of my favorite plays. The music, there's all kind of people going now. They're allowing every kind of human to go. So you'll see all kind of breed of people, and that's cool. Oh man, it was so good. It was so good, y'all. I love December is the best month ever for just the magic in the air, and people are nice. You get to see the Nutcracker, and it just feels good inside. I really want to join like a ballet, and I don't want to be a ballerina. I think that's females, and I don't know how they call them a man. I want to be a ballerina, is what I want to be, a ballerina. But man, it was so cool. I love December. I hope all of y'all have been enjoying y'all's December. I hope it's been magical. And just, you found joy and you found some peace and love. And even people cutting me off, I don't even want to ram them in the back anymore for this month. And it's just been good. It's been a magical. I do want to see snow. Honestly, I wish I had enough money where I could, where we could take an impromptu trip to New York. I think that would be amazing. Maybe I'll take all of our savings and put it on red and just see where the ball falls. Because at the end of the day, it's all about the Nutcracker. So, man, fam, it's that time. Time is rolling. Man, I love you guys. Thank y'all for listening. If you listened to all 11 of y'all, I think, or something. Make sure y'all use promo codes. I got your cookies. Thank you, producer. Promo code I got your cookies for 50% off. And tell them JoJo sent y'all there. Oh, yeah. And you can follow me on all socials, JoJo White Comedy. See what I'm doing. But I love y'all. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. And all right, fam. I'll catch y'all next time, where we're going to dive deep into the Christmas talk. What is the best Christmas movie? Is Die Hard a Christmas movie? So many things. Is it? Find out on episode 10. 10, the significance of that is 10 rhymes with win, and we going to win. All right. Good stuff.